Hi, my name is Arun Sundaresan. I head product management at Nippon India Mutual Fund, one of the largest asset management companies in India. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a new fund offering, NFO, of Nippon India Taiwan Equity Fund. Now, Taiwan is a reasonably large country by way of economic size. If we were to go by GDP, it's almost one-fourth that of India. And in terms of market cap, it is about $1.8 trillion, which makes it a reasonably large country by both economy as well as market. Their currency has an appreciating bias against the Indian rupee. Over the last decade, it has appreciated by more than 50%. This is possibly because they are an export-oriented economy and typically run current account surplus. So the country has second highest weight in MSCI Emerging Market Index, higher than India and South Korea, which means that by this measure, they're bigger than India. As far as their markets are concerned, information technology is the largest component of their market. But this information technology is different from the way we know IT in India. In India, IT is more software exports. Here, we're talking about hardware, or rather, what goes beneath those devices, software, various applications, etc. More precisely, we are talking about chips, what are called as semiconductors or chip manufacturing and related activities. So this is one of the major economic activity as well as a market component of Taiwan. Apart from that, electronic gadget manufacturing and electronic component outsourcing, that's again a large part as far as Taiwan markets and what their companies do. Semiconductors or chips that I'm talking about. So they are indeed the brains of modern electronics, or the what are the engines which are driving the digital transformation, if I could say that. They have a very wide usage in all forms of wireless communication, that is in mobile phones, especially smartphones, uh, any technology that uses Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS servers, all of these remote controls, they use chips extensively. In addition to it, it is also used in industrial manufacturing, high technology industrial manufacturing. It is also used in automobile industry, all forms of wired communication such as television, PlayStation, etc., personal computers, servers, processing, graphical processing units, all of them use chips extensively. So this is a large market per se, estimated to be roughly about 520, $530 billion right now. And within that, Taiwan has a leadership position in the entire supply chain. It accounts for nearly 25%, one fourth. This, as I said, finds usage across different gadgets and application. Going forward, with advancement in technology, for example, we are already transitioning from 4G to 5G, and this will require 30% more usage of chips. It will require more advanced chips. Likewise, technologies like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, etc., are likely to use these technologies even more as we go along. So we're looking at a large space. We're looking at reasonably high growth areas, which we believe is structural, and Taiwanese companies actually having a large leadership positioning as far as these fields are concerned. So what you can see here is that across the supply chain of semiconductor, be it fabrication, which is the starting point of manufacturing, or design, which involves putting those softwares in those chips, and the final stage of backend assembly, testing, and packaging, the Taiwanese companies are either number one in the world or number two. Apart from that, they are also very large in electronics, whether it comes to LCD panels, the TV panels, or printed circuit boards, or electric scooters, etc. Again, Taiwanese companies are very, very large players. So essentially, by investing into this particular fund, you will be getting into this space. You're introducing Taiwan Equity Fund, and Nippon India Taiwan Equity Fund. So this fund is going to be like any other Indian mutual fund, a diversified holding, which will invest up to around 40 stocks bottom up, and the attempt here would be to identify industry leaders. The portfolio typically looks at, the portfolio manager typically looks at 3 M's: dominant market share coming from successful business model. They should have sizable market having mass demand, and they should have sustainable high margin coming through their superior technology or high entry barrier. So fund will follow a multi-cap investment strategy, and the portfolio will have a mix of growth and value stocks. And the large focus will be on technology trends. No single stock will be more than 10%, which means that it will be reasonably diversified. This brings to the table potential benefits of investing globally, which is about diversification in a different market altogether. Number two, here you're getting into space such as semiconductor chip manufacturing, electronic goods manufacturing, etc., which are typically not available in India. And last, the currency part, which also is very, very significant. The Taiwanese currency has been displaying an appreciating bias against Indian rupee. And to bring this product, we have tied up with Cathay Side, which is one of the largest AMCs. In fact, they are the #1 AMC in Taiwan. So this fund will be advised by Cathay Side, and we will be making investment as per that. This NFO is already available in Groww platform. You may want to check out details. The NFO is on between 22nd and it's closing on December 6th. And that is the riskometer for you. The standard disclaimers: mutual fund investments are subject to market risk. Please do all scheme-related documents carefully. If you're interested, kindly reach out to Groww or in whatever ways you've been reaching out, and possibly you could consider making investment into this. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Please read the risk disclosure documents carefully before investing in equity shares, derivatives, mutual fund, and or other instruments traded on the stock exchanges.